Right, hello and good afternoon, my fellow trucketeers. How the devil is everyone? I hope you are all well. Maybe I should think of something new to say when I start the videos. Like, hello! I don't know. Anyway, we are driving back towards the yard. It is currently Foot Down Friday. It is what month is it? October 20th. And it's a Friday, yeah, Foot Down Friday. So yeah, we've done our day's work, so now we're heading back to the yard. So this is going to be a POV video, so if you don't like POVs, then switch off, but if you do, keep on watching. I'm going to try and be informative in this one, as I have been in some of the others. So we're going to turn off now, head in towards Crewkern. I'm going to go through Crewkern, Misterton, Mosterton, Diston, Bearminster, Malplash, down into Bridport, then into Chiddock, where our yard is. So we're going to do that journey. So we're going to get down here. It's been a bit of a wet day, so we filled up at Podmore Services. So we got a full tank of fuel now. Had a bit of a easy week again, doing the old Doom bar stuff. So yeah, as you saw in the last video, that was earlier on this week, and this video will be this week. So we're gonna have a nice little drive back to the yard. I don't know how long it's going to take. It's going to be about 40 minutes to an hour, something like that. So it usually takes this way. Depends how heavy we are. We're not too heavy. We got probably about half a trailer of empty kegs, so, or casks even. So we're not overly heavy. A little bit of weight, but we'll be fine. So we're going to be a little bit cautious because it has been raining. Absolutely peed down as I was queuing up to fuel. As soon as I went to fuel, it went away. I was like, that's handy. I'm not going to get soaked. But where it has been raining and that, all the dirt in my gloves has leaked over and made it leaks right into your fingernails, and all around your fingernails all ends up black because it washes all the dirt through your gloves onto your hands. It's the problem with it when it rains and you get wet gloves. Yeah. But hey, it's all good. It's all good. It's currently 2 minutes to 2. So I'm gonna crack on, get back to the yard. 50 mile an hour along here, so we're gonna jolly along at 50 at the moment. We've got a bit of a turn coming up on the left hand side, which is a little bit blind, I guess. It's more blind coming from the other direction, but gotta watch for people that want to turn in there suddenly. So back off a little bit for these corners, as you get tractors and stuff all along here as well, so got to take it somewhat easy. And other truck drivers, it does get a bit narrower along here, but yeah, it's not too bad. Got to watch out for mud as well from the tractors coming off the fields. I don't suppose they'll be doing too much in the fields today because it's been really wet this past few days. Yes, quite wet. Though the sun seems to have come out now I've started filming, so we'll enjoy it while we can. Hopefully the camera's somewhat straight for you. You've got to be careful on the road here because the centre line of the road the road's sort of sunk either side of where the white line is, so if your wheels in a truck go over the white line suddenly, it sort of pulls you to the right. So you've got to be somewhat cautious of that. It gets a bit tighter along here. It's not too bad for cars and vans, but when you've got trucks coming the other way, because the hedges are cut quite high up, obviously trucks don't want to be dragging their mirrors across there, so they do sort of straddle the white line a bit, so you'd have to be a bit cautious around this road. As soon as you get to this turn in here, it sort of opens up a bit again, so it's not too bad. This bit's alright, you can open up a little bit here. But be careful with this corner up here. I think this is the one with the high curb. So you've got to straddle the white line as you go around the corner a bit, maybe even go on the other side of the road, so you've got to watch for stuff coming the other way. Oh no, it's not this one, it's the other one that's a bit worse. This one's not too bad. Still have to straddle the white line, get your trailer around. Back on the throttle again, get it back up to speed. Broke down there once in that lay-by as I was coming along this road. My drive axle on the driver's side spat out its brake pads. They were getting quite low anyway, but it spat them out, so I had to pull over there, and Rory came out and fixed it for me so I could continue on my way. Kind of put a spanner in the works for my next day's worth of work, but sort of delayed me about an hour and a half, so I couldn't get as far up to Wakefield as I wanted to. Yeah, it's the one with the high curb. I'm gonna be careful on this one. This corner down here is a bit of a tighter one, so your trailer can go over on the other side of the road, so you got to watch for that. I'll bring her right back, and we'll turn in and watch the trailer. Yeah, just over the white line. See, don't know if you saw that. The truck is regenerating at the moment as well, so it's making a bit more noise than usual, and a little bit of white smoke occasionally. What's regenerating, you ask? Well, it's to do with the AdBlue system. The AdBlue encapsulates all the harmful stuff in the exhaust and encapsulates it and turns it into essentially water, I think, water vapour or something like that. But after a while it sort of gums up the exhaust, so the exhaust has to get really hot to burn it all off. Got to be careful on this corner as well, because your trailer does cut on this one, especially coming the other way because of the high curb. Yeah, so after a while it has to regenerate, so what it does, it essentially makes the exhaust red hot and burns it all out. Nothing harmful from it, it just puffs out a bit of white smoke occasionally, usually when it's labouring a bit. But yeah, if it didn't do that, your exhaust would clog up and your truck would stop working, which wouldn't be good. But hey, the things we have to do to keep emissions to a standard, I guess. Got a Spandex Warrior in front of us, so we've got to be careful of him. So we can get blast past him quickly here. Plenty of time. Keep an eye on him. Right, past him now, so we'll pull back in. I'll keep the throttle mashed to the floor as we go up the hill. Yay! According to the sat-nav, we are still 44 minutes from the yard, but I think it's trying to take me a different way, which I'm not going to listen to it unless I find out there's a road closure that I didn't know about. Which has happened on one or two occasions, but if so, then we'll just have to take a different route. But the different route that we will have to take will take us away that you've already seen me do this, so that will probably scrap the video. So if this video that you see right now is available for you to watch, then it means that there wasn't a road closure and we could have continued on. Or we did continue on. I'm going to be mindful it's a 30 limit here now, obviously going down a hill, so we have the engine brake arm hold us back so we don't speed too much. Not too bad at the moment. It's when we start going up the hill it gets a bit tighter again because all the trees are on my side of the road, and then yeah obviously, so I don't knock my mirror in, I've got to straddle the white line and yeah, get a bit close to vehicles coming the other way. So this is Crewkern. Not too bad a place. So here we go, as we come up here around this corner. And you see the trees right there on the edge, so don't want to knock my mirror and gets a little bit tighter up here. Obviously we've got to be careful of the wall and the trailer cutting in as well. We don't want the trailer hitting the wall. Just got to be mindful of cars coming the other way. their first car over-exaggerated their braking a little bit. I think they got a bit scared. They didn't really need to slam the brakes on the stop, they could have easily got around me. I've never actually been in the town here. Should do one day. Different shops and stuff, just see what they got. Don't live too far from here, so don't know. Alright, just gotta wait here because I can't fit down this bit with other cars coming the other way. Yep, there's stuff on my left hand side, and they're called buildings. Alright. That's the curb, take up all the road we need. Hi. Alright, right here. Alright, and cars turn up that way, so we'll go around. Missed the curb, good. And slow traffic, just what we want along here. Look at that Wally with the camera on his head. Like I said, I hope the camera's not too wonky for you. I hope it's pointing in somewhat the right direction. I'll let her cross watch the Mini. There we go. Oh, brush the curb. We didn't go up on it, so that's the important thing. Watch these lights change. Yeah, thought so. So I'll back off early and then just roll up to them slowly. Hopefully they'll change before I have to actually stop. Yep, look at that. We can carry on going now. Alright, let's see what calamity we can get up to here. There's a couple of yellow hatch box markings here, and a lot of people seem to like stopping on them, but it's like... Come on, Johnny Foreigner. Oh, and a bus as well. Right, you might as well come out, pal, because I can't go nowhere with you there. Right, is that bus going to wait for me? There we go. Yeah, sometimes these cars coming up will stop on the hatch markings, which takes up the room I need to get around this corner. Thank you, sir. But then sometimes with this, there's also a pain because I can't go anywhere with all these cars here. See, let me go. Go on. So sometimes I need to pinch the yellow box markings to make people aware of what I need to do. I ain't gonna get through there. So yeah, I'm gonna need to be a pain here. If that Vauxhall pulls in there, that'll be ideal. I'll be able to get past them. And then everyone else can carry on their jolly little way. There's a lot of queue of cars here. Obviously waiting for that other truck driver to come out this way. He's probably not used to driving down this way, so he's probably taking his time. There's a van coming up. Now I can't fit down here with another vehicle, so this bit could be a pain sometimes. So there are driveways that other vehicles can dip into, but sometimes I just got to sort of get on out and hope for the best. But yeah, I can't really fit down here with another vehicle. Sometimes it's a case of sitting there until someone lets you go, or forcing your way down, making people pull into other people's driveways. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do, otherwise you'll be sat there all day. This bit's not too bad, you can fit down here with cars. He's going to stop. Thank you very much. That's not too bad here, but the very end bit next to that building you can't quite squeeze past another vehicle, so you just got to make sure there's nothing coming the other way. Not too bad. Now on this bit you always used to get cars just parked on the one side, but lately you seem to be getting a whole load parked on this side now as well. Problem is, when a lot of these places are built, they're all built for one car families and everything. And the thing is, youngsters nowadays can't afford to move out because house prices are so crazy. Christ, I can't afford a house. I mean, I probably could, but I wouldn't have a lot of money for anything else. Plus I'm getting a bit older now, so I'll probably struggle to get a mortgage. Yeah, so obviously a lot of youngsters stay at home a lot longer now, so you end up with like 2-3 kids staying at home. So you got a car, your partner's got a car, your 3 kids have each got a car. So that's 5 cars at home and a house that's built to space 1 car. So a lot of new builds do have accommodation for more than 1 car, but yeah. It's a bit like where I used to live with my parents. When I was a kid, running around and that, you probably get 2, 3, 4 cars parked outside on the road, like on the whole street. Now you'd struggle to find a space to park a car, and there's quite a fair few spaces you can pick there. You've got to be careful of this cornice, you need the other side of the road to get round it. Yeah, so I think just parking generally anywhere in the UK now is just getting worse and worse. It's bad enough to try and park a truck up at night, it really is. Alright, the other side of the road here, get past all these parked cars. Past all them. Again, this corner we need the other side of the road to get round it, so you've got to make sure there's nothing coming the other way. This is the fun bit. This is missed it in this place. So this is a little village just outside of Crewkern. Yellow MX-5 there. So because you get a load of parked cars here as well, and not much visibility, it can be a bit tricky to get your way around like that. Didn't spot them till the last second. Not too many cars here at the moment. Sometimes there's a few more. Sometimes there's not enough room for me to get back over again. I need to clear the whole way through this. Just the one van. Right, he's let me go, good man. We'll get on and go. Be careful because there's only 20 through. Let this truck out. He's a rigid and can go a bit quicker along here than me. Car can wait. Let's go up on the curb a bit, get past this guy, get my trailer around him, there we go. Now I'd already advanced forward too much on that I would have needed to reverse up to let him out of that turn in there. So the case of I had to turn in to essentially be out of his way without needing the backup on that other bit of road. Mind, it all depends which way he's going. I doubt it'd be heading out towards the oval, because otherwise it'd be going straight across there. So if I saw him a bit earlier, I would have held back and let him out of the road first before I went in. Ah well. There's Pattermore's, another local transport company. I think they do like milk. Mostly milk. I was somewhere I was going to apply for before I got a job at Keynes. Yeah. I put up a post the other day because obviously I stayed in Andover. I can't remember if I said this in the last video or not. But because I couldn't get home, I parked the trailer up at Lenham's for the weekend. So I rang them up and they said, yeah, you can park the trailer in here for the weekend. So of course I put a picture up, I was at Lenham's. I had a couple of people leave comments saying, have you left Keynes? Are you leaving Keynes? No, I'm not leaving Keynes. As far as I'm concerned, I'm there for life now, so unless something drastic happens. I got enough freedom on the social media to be able to keep doing videos of them, so I got no reason to leave. I enjoy the work, plenty of variety, even though 2 weeks solid I've been doing these this Doom bar stuff now, so it's been a nice little relaxing job, so it's not been too bad, but yeah, I do miss doing some of the other bits. Anyway, this is Mosterton, another little village, town. Oh, Scania 142, that's Fry's Commercials there. They do a lot of work for a lot of the old transport companies around here. A lot of nice little quiet places around here. Now, I don't know what the story is for this lay-by. It used to all be open, but for some reason there's been a whole load of dirt dumped in here. And now you can't park in there, which is most annoying. I mean, you can just about squeeze in there at the end, but yeah, you should be able to get a couple of trucks in there. Never have to stay there for the night sort of thing, but if I need to leave a trailer for one of the other lads or something without having to go all the way back to the yard, and it sort of saved us a few miles, but now we can't quite squeeze on in there. Not that we ever leave one in there for a long period of time, it's literally just so someone will bring a trailer down for me, I'll bring a trailer for them, and we'll meet there rather than me going all the way to the yard. It gets a little bit tight on this bit again with the bushes being so close to the road, so it can be a bit tighter. There's another truck coming the other way. Pretty much straddling the white line now. Not too bad, actually. I was expecting it to rain a lot more. Mind you, there's a great big black cloud up there, look. Grey cloud. Could potentially hit some rain in a second, we'll see. Fun fact, Martin Clunes from Men Behaving Badly lives up there somewhere. I don't know where exactly, but don't know whether he'd want me to say or not, but I'm pretty sure you can find out on online anyway, roughly where he lives. So it's going to come through the tunnel now. So ideally, just one truck through the tunnel, no vehicles coming the other way is what you need. Because it's best to come through the middle of the road, because it's a bit tight. And people like to beat the horn through this tunnel. So, usually it's a case of forcing people stopped at the other end. Give them a warning that I'm coming through. Nope. You have to back up a bit, pal. It's not too bad with this trailer, so it's quite low, but Used to do Clipper T down here with the LST double deckers for Lenhams. You used to have to really go dead centre down through there. Thing is, there's no height limits on that tunnel, so you don't know how high it is at the edges, so it's a bit risky to sort of go too close to the edge. Yeah. Several years ago as well, all the banks around that tunnel collapsed, unfortunately squashing the car and killing the occupants of that car. I was quite lucky actually, because I think I went through that tunnel about an hour or two before that happened. Yeah, it was really, really wet that day. That was June or July, I think it was. Horrendous rain that was. So, yeah, there's always worry of that happening again one day. There's a few 100 tons of dirt coming down on top of you. Not what you want. Brake off a second. Apply it again because I was just about to hit the 30-mile-an-hour zone. There's a little place called Bearminster, lovely little town. Somebody awesome lives around here. Alright. Coming up this little round a bit down here. Hope the camera's still got plenty of battery. So we got to go left at this roundabout, but we need the other side of the road slightly to make the swing so we don't go up on that curb there. Unfortunately, sometimes cars coming down that way don't seem to understand what I need. So I've had it before where I've got to about here and someone coming that way beeped at me. I'm like, well, I need room to get round, but I can't do it with other people sat there. And again, this little bit here, this little section here, too narrow for me to stay on one side of the road, so I got to take up both lanes. Some people know, some people don't. Thank you. Oh, not paying attention? No, rather try and squeeze in the space first. See if we can do it in one go. Might be alright. Ah, he's got it, well done. Thank you. And again, this bit's a bit of a pinch point as well. Most of the time people will stop and wait for you, but sometimes you get someone who'll just sit there and wait in the narrow bit. It's like, you could have just waited a second. Oh, hi van. Let's see if I can get around him alright. Should be an issue. Not a problem. Again, gets a little bit narrow here, so I'm going to have to wait for this car to come through. There we go. And again, a little bit narrow here. This car going to wait, got no choice now because I'm going. Nope, just going to keep flying on through. Don't pay attention. Oh dear. I mean, I was there first, right? Parnham House there, or Parnham Park. There's a manor house that I'd done a delivery to in a video a little while ago. That was fun. You actually get in there after a hell of a struggle to get in, and they turn around and say, oh, we're only supposed to have rigids in here. I was like, oh, well, I'm here now. Yeah, that was fun. It was tight, but we got out. Didn't do any damage. Well, chewed up a little bit of grass, but it wasn't too bad. Grass ain't really an issue. Pat it down, regrows. Job's a good one. Now this road is a real pain sometimes because it's a 50 limit. Wow, it is for me. Is it 50 limit? I think it's national speed limit. I can't remember now. I've driven it that many times I've just completely forgotten what the speed limit is on here. No, it's a national speed limit road, so you can do 60 along it. It's got a little town in the middle, or a little village in the middle called Misterton. No, Malplash, sorry. Wrong side. Which has got a 30 limit. The thing is, you always end up getting caught behind someone that can't do more than 40 mile an hour along here for some reason, even though I can quite happily do 50 along here in my truck for most of it. There's a few bits you want to go a bit slower on, and it depends how heavy my load is. If I'm quite light like I am now, I'll quite happily do 50 along most of this. But yep, you'll get stopped behind a car doing 40 along here, and then you get into the little village with the, or town with the 30 limit, and they'll still continue to do 40 through that as well. And then you get to the other side of it, there's a couple of bits where you can overtake them, you blast past them quickly and then they flash at you. It's like, well, you're doing 40 pal, it's 60 along here. Obviously I wouldn't overtake them in a truck because that would be, wow, deadly for them. That wouldn't surprise me if some people might try it. But being as the conditions are a touch damp, we're going to take it a little bit easier. Not too bad. A little bit of a steep corner here, so we'll start backing off because the 30 limit's just around this corner. And this is Malplash. So every year at the end of August down in Bridport there's a show called the Malplash Show, and it's quite a big sort of like a market town show sort of thing, if you want. I suppose a little bit agricultural, so you get some of your animals being shown there and whatever, and local businesses selling produce and whatever, and it's a nice little show to go to. I recommend it to anyone really. It goes on for about 3 days at the end of August usually. Alright, this bus is going to move over for me. Come on Fiat, you've got plenty of room. Gets a little tight through here. Thank you. Now just after this post as well, I can't squeeze past anyone here, so people are going to have to get a move on. Yep, you're all going to have to go, because I can't squeeze past you. You might be right there, Beamer, actually. You've moved over. Oh, no, you're going to move forward. Yeah, we'll get past you, alright. And this one does get a little bit tight through her, it's not too bad. God, look at all these people are just slowed down, eh? Never mind, eh? Fun little garage, this one. They sometimes seem to have some interesting cars in there. I got the old, whatever that was, I can't remember what it was, I didn't quite see it. They've had like a Williams Clio in there, and some various other things before in the past. Yeah, seem to get some interesting little cars. There was a Ferrari F430 convertible in there at some point, or Spider as they'd call it. Don't know if that was for sale or whether it was the owner's car, but it was definitely being driven around, I know that much. Right, back in the national speed limit now, so we can get our foot down a little bit as it opens up a bit here. Get on up to 50. start backing off a little bit here. It's a little bit narrower up here. Not the road itself, but because of the bushes all coming towards the road. So you got to move over a bit so you don't clip your mirrors, so you got to be careful of larger vehicles coming the other way, because they'll be doing the same. And then opens up again. I had someone say before about POV, why can't I mount the camera on my chest or something so it's a bit lower so you can see the steering wheel more or whatever. I'm like, well, that's all well and good, but that's not POV then, because it's not my point of view, is it? It's just a chest cam or a body cam, because it's only facing forward. Whereas point of view would be on my head, so you can actually see what I see to an extent. I don't know. I don't know. Might be a way I might be able to cut the peak of the cap off or something and then have it so I can mount the camera ever so slightly lower and have it pointing down a little bit more maybe. It's all trial and error anyway, so as anyone that's watched my videos for years, you know, they have improved over the years. I hope they've reached a reasonable standard. So you don't know these things until you try, do you? And likewise, it's a bit difficult to see what the camera sees until I view the footage back after filming. So if it's complete trash, then again, I'll be binning this video. If you've seen the video up to this point, then you know I haven't. Wouldn't be the first time I've binned a video. There's been a few that I've binned. There was one I filmed during COVID that I binned, which is unfortunate, because it gave quite a good view of how quiet it was driving through Cardiff town centre during the middle of COVID. It was beautiful. Tell you what, I really like driving around during COVID. I wouldn't be bothered if they brung COVID back so I could drive around through it again, because it was lovely. It was so quiet. It's like, oh, I've got to go to a busy place. Oh, it's so easy. I don't have to slow down for traffic or anything. But no, now everyone's gone back on the road and everyone seems to have forgotten how to drive, so I think it's gotten worse since. What are you doing? Are you going in there? I'm pretty sure you could have stopped and let me go, but never mind. I can fit down here with other vehicles coming the other way, but I got to rely on them getting close enough to the curb to give me enough room. Coming up the road's not too bad, because I just pretty much run as close to the curb as I can, and they realise they got plenty of room because they got to squeeze past the cars. But because I got to come out past the cars, a lot of people don't like to give you the extra room because they got to go close to the curb. Right down a bit so we don't get blinded too much. Hopefully it's not blocking the view too much. Now I can't fit with cars here. Thank you. Oh, what's this sign? No waiting, no stopping. Ah, they're doing resurfacing works along here at some point, I think. Or a bit of gas work or something like that. Yeah, definitely a little bit of work going on there soon, so I don't know if it's a full closure or whether it's just a lane down or traffic lights or what, I don't know. There is other ways I can get home, so it's not really a big issue, or get to work. Just I don't want to drive all the way down in and find out I've got to take a different route. I think it's not too difficult. There's a road up there when I go to Piemore, instead of turning off to go towards Piemore itself, if I carry on straight across there, that takes me to the other side of Bridport, so I can cut through that way. Not recommended in a truck though. It gets quite tight down there. Like, too tight. Oh yeah, this is Bridport if you haven't realised that yet. I'm be careful of anyone trying to squeeze up me inside. Not inside, outside even. Not that they'll get up on the curb, but some of them do try sometimes. Fortunately, this is joining on the A35, so it can be quite busy and a bit of a pain to get out on this roundabout sometimes. Because everyone wants to come this way! Like this guy, he's going really slow. Doesn't want to spill his coffee. Now we can go, yes, go, go, go. And stop by the traffic lights. There's always someone that has to press the button, isn't there? It was you, wasn't it? Cool, can't wait for this video to finish. This hat's squeezing my head, it's giving me a headache. The pain and suffering I go through to make these videos for you. I hope you appreciate them. Oh dear. Fun and games, isn't it? Time is it? 2:37. It's taken us about 40 minutes, I think, roughly. Still got a few minutes to go yet. Bridport Building Supplies truck. He always gives us a flash. You're on video, buddy. I doubt he watches them. Though there is one guy in that Bradford's there that does watch my videos. I think his name's Scott. I can't remember. Yeah. Hi, Scott. Occasionally see him out and about when I'm near the yard somewhere. I'll put that back up. It's the Crown Inn, hence the Crown Roundabout. If you like a bit of live music, that's your place. I've gone in there several. I ain't been in there for ages actually. Yeah, and there's ever a band on or something. That's where we did end up going. Either that or there's another one in town called the Rope Makers, which is a good venue for live music, so never anything big, it's like local bands and stuff like that. But usually a good night. Oh, indicated a bit early there, John, really, never mind. Because this hat's cutting the circulation of my head off. But I need it tight to stop the camera from moving around too much or pulling the hat down over my eyes. So in this field here, last year was the first, well, there's a little festival that goes on in Bridport every year called Jurassic Fields. And Elaine's cousin actually helps do work for it and all that good stuff, along with Elaine's uncle Brian. Yes, his name was Brian, and he grew and grew up to be a man named Brian. He's not the Messiah, he's a very naughty boy. Monty Python reference there if you didn't get it. Yeah, so they've moved the festival to that field now because it's getting bigger and bigger, so I think it's usually June or July it's on, so Jurassic Fields, keep an eye out for that. It's usually a good little festival to go to. It's a lot more folk and indie than my sort of taste, but yeah, a good couple of days usually. Haven't been to it for a few years. See what goes on next year. I might go to it next year. Also, looking at that, I better put my ticket for Devon Truck Show, I think, because I think they're selling out pretty quick. Need to get on that. Might also look at booking my ticket for Shepton as well. I'll have to have a look at the dates next year and then see what's worth booking. And I can look at those dates in Alfie's Trucking Photos calendar that he gave me. Well, he didn't give me, I paid him money for it. I gave him a little bit extra to go towards charity. So go check out Alfie's Trucking Photos. He's got a calendar out, which is for charity. And if you look on the front cover of that calendar, it's actually got a picture of my truck on it, which I'm well chuffed about. So yeah, go over to Alfie's Trucking Photos and check out his calendar for sale. Can't remember how much it is. I think it's like £12–15, something like that. So yeah, good little calendar, quality photos. Right, just coming up over the brow of the hill in the Chiddock where the yard is. Yay! Last time you saw me coming the other way, this way you get a much better view of the sea, but it depends what the weather's doing. It might be a bit overcast to see the sea. But it'll give you an idea of how close to the sea we are. Again, got the joys of trimming the hedges with your mirror along here, so you've got to be careful. There's a wide old caravan coming up, so if he waits there a second it'll be ideal. Thank you. Did slow down, good man. So there's the sea. See the sea. And our yard is literally sort of pretty much straight ahead. So we're not that far from the sea. There's a lovely view in it. Much better on a sunny day, but you can still see quite far. I do urge anyone, if they go to the beaches around here, just be damn careful around the cliffs, because we have a hell of a lot of cliff falls around here. Yeah, don't set up base underneath the cliffs, and don't walk along the top of the cliffs. They're quite treacherous, really. I don't even know if the last fall has been cleaned up yet. Slow down for the camera. I mean, we're already doing under 30 anyway, so just get the old engine brake on. Getting in the yard quite early. Just before 3 o'clock on a Friday. It's almost unheard of. That'd make it about 10 hours for me so far, I think. No, not yet. That's 9 hours so far. Probably a couple of trailers around to collect, so I might have to go do that. But we'll see, we'll see. We've just got to try and get in the yard now. Yep, I know, there's buildings there on my left. I can see them. Oh, and there's a car coming out. We'll have to wait for the car to go first. We'll just start edging over to the right, just make our presence known. Right, see what I mean? This is the trouble of getting in the yard all the time. Hopefully this truck slows down to let us in, but can't see it happening. Is he? Oh, he is. Good man. He knows the score. Thank you. I'm gonna pull on the yard here. There we go. Right. I'm gonna take the camera off for now while I manoeuvre around in the yard. Oh, maybe not. We'll just go spin around in there in a bit. Well. Let's see what we got to do. Oh, dear. Alright, well, that's the POV done, back in the yard. Just got to do a few trailer movements around the yard, but yeah, that's the POV done. So I got to drop this trailer here and then probably do something else. So we'll leave the video here, hope you liked it. So if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, if not, thumbs down, it's entirely up to you. Also, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed, it doesn't cost nothing, and also it helps the channel. Leave a comment, and share the video with someone you think might like it. In fact, share the video with everyone you know. Just put it on your Facebook, share it with everyone. Really annoy people with it, go on. So I find there's nothing more than annoying people that really gets their attention. Yeah. Alright, take it easy, look after yourselves. Drive safely. Thanks for trucking around with Jono, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbyes.